Let's Sing You Home by Yan Lee. Narrated by Kitty Jones. It was a calm summer's night, and the moon hid behind a cloud in the sky. Nothing could be heard but the chirping of crickets. Nothing could be seen but the sparkling, glowing lights of the fireflies. The smallest dung beetle slowly walked home.
"Hi, buddy. What's up?"
a cricket asked as he jumped in front of the beetle.
"I'm lost. Now I can't find my way home. My team ran ahead of me, and I want to catch up to them."
The beetle sighed and lowered his head.
"No worries. Do you know which way your team went?"
the cricket asked. He wanted to cheer the little beetle up.
"They went to the farm because they want to clean it for Mr. Cow,"
the little beetle said.
"How can you help Mr. Cow clean his farm?"
the cricket asked, interested.
"I can roll this ball made of poop and bury it in the ground."
The little beetle pointed to the ball and answered.
"This will not only keep the farm neat, but also nourish the soil, which will help grow healthy plants." "That's amazing,"
the cricket praised.
"Hi, guys. Who knows how to get to the farm?"
The cricket jumped on a rock and asked the other insects.
"Oh, it's so late. I need to take care of my baby,"
a ladybug said, stretching her body. "Be quiet. My peaceful night's sleep was spoiled by a mosquito again," a butterfly said and shook her wings.
"It's not a mosquito, it's a cricket," the ladybug said. "And Miss Butterfly, you never fall asleep. You keep your eyes open all night."
"Of course I fall asleep, Miss Ladybug. Don't tell me you close your eyes." "I never heard of an insect who had eyelids," the butterfly said scornfully.
"Don't be silly,"
a mosquito flew over and laughed.
"We all sleep with our eyes open. Our special compound eyes always stay dry. And since dirt, sand, and water do not bother them, we don't ever need to blink or close our eyes." "Hey, stop! We need to help the little beetle find his way home,"
the cricket shouted at them. "Why do we have to help him?" the butterfly complained. "He's so ugly."
"Besides, he's useless for this jungle," the ladybug said.
"Maybe even dangerous, like a mosquito."
"No, that's not completely true,"
the mosquito cried.
"As a male mosquito, how many times do I have to tell you? Only female mosquitoes bite humans, and they need blood to help keep their babies warm before they are born."
"But to us, you're all the same. Disgusting, like flies." The butterfly turned her nose up at a fly nearby the leaf.
"Why blame us? The little beetle might be worse than we are." "He looks very dirty,"
said the fly, flying over to the others and argued.
"But he never steps on food and spreads germs,"
the cricket said, interrupting the fly.
"He's a good cleaner." "We don't mean to spread germs. We just have taste buds on our toes, like butterflies. So when we walk on the food, we are tasting it,"
the fly replied. "Weird," the ladybug said with a sneer. "You think that's weird? The cricket has ears on his legs," the butterfly said, pointing at the cricket. The dung beetle didn't want to cause any more arguing, so he sighed and left quietly.
"This arguing is so annoying,"
said an old snail sitting on a nearby rock as he popped his head out of his shell.
"Insects make up a big part of the world's animals. Please respect each other's differences. What's the date today? How long have I slept?"
"I don't know, Mr. Snail. If we didn't wake you up, you could have slept for a long time," the ladybug said.
"Yes, that's true," said the snail. "I sleep through the cold weather. Sometimes I also sleep during the summer when there is no rain. I know what you are all arguing about. I think we should help the little beetle find his way home." But where is the little beetle?
the cricket shouted.
He's gone.
Everyone looked around. He's over there, the butterfly pointed to the ditch below the leaves. The little beetle was walking along the narrow ditch, feeling very sad.
Hey, why did you leave? It's so far to go, and it's so dark out. We should all work together to figure out how to get you to the farm. Wait for a while, please,
the cricket begged. He jumped on the leaf again and asked for the others' help. But I can't see at night. I just want to sleep, said the ladybug. She hid herself and her baby under the leaves.
It's okay. If you could just tell me what direction the farm is in, I could find the way by myself.
The little beetle looked up and said stubbornly.
You will lose your way in this jungle,
the snail replied, waving his antennae in the direction of the farm.
I know where the farm is. Never mind, I could find the way,
the little beetle said with confidence.
I can figure out where I am by using the current position of the moon, the sun, or the stars, or even the pattern of lights formed around them.
That's amazing, said a firefly who had been hiding behind a rock. That's the reason you dung beetles always stare at the sky when you pull the balls. You are so good at finding your way.
How about you? You come out at night?
The little beetle asked. We fireflies always come out at night to light up the dark jungle. The firefly made a sparkle of light in front of the little beetle. Maybe I can help you.
Whoa, you look so awesome,
said the little beetle. Guys, I can feel the rain coming, the butterfly warned the others. She crawled down into a pile of leaves. I saw all the bees flying back to their hive too. They don't like to get wet. Everyone hurried to find somewhere to hide.
Come on, find somewhere and hide,
the cricket warned. The little beetle rolled his ball toward a burrow. Just at that moment, the thunder rolled in the south and a fierce wind blew the clouds away in the sky. The grass danced wildly and heavy rain poured down on the jungle. Everyone tried to find shelter so that they wouldn't drown. But the rain was coming down so fast that the ladybug's baby couldn't hold on to the grass and fell into a shallow puddle.
Hurry, baby! You can do it! Climb up to the rock,
the ladybug cried.
Who can help my baby?
We can't fly in the heavy rain, the butterfly and the firefly said. They felt worried for the ladybug. The rain was so heavy that the water filled the puddle very quickly. It seemed like no one could help. The little beetle left his ball behind and pushed a rock toward the puddle. The rock was so big. It was 3 times larger than the little beetle. But he pushed the rock forward with all his might. When the rock pushed back on him, the little beetle didn't give up. He pushed it again and again. The wind was so strong that it almost turned the little beetle over. But he kept pushing the rock forward. He used all his strength. Finally, he pushed the rock into the ditch, and the baby ladybug climbed up on it. She was safe. The little beetle gave a sigh of relief. When the rain stopped falling, the water dropped like little crystal peas on the leaves. Everyone came out and took in the sweet smell of the jungle flowers. The grass looked fresher and greener. By the side of the jungle ran the river. It was high from the rain. On the moonless night, it looked smooth and black. A ribbon snake slipped out of the water and moved quietly toward the insects. The insects didn't see him.
You're the strongest beetle we've ever seen,
the cricket said to the little beetle. I can't thank you enough. You saved my baby, said the ladybug. She carried her baby and hugged the little beetle.
He can pull up to 1,000 times his own weight,
the old snail said. Everyone cheered for the little beetle. The firefly lit up his body, the butterfly danced on the flowers, the cricket sang his songs on the grass, even the old snail swung his head slowly. It was a big party.
I already know the direction to go in, and I have to find my friends and family,
the little beetle said. He looked around.
Has anyone seen my ball?
Sorry about your ball, but the rain washed it away. It's gone, the ladybug said.
It's okay. I can find another one,
the little beetle said.
Can you stay longer?
Begged the cricket.
Sorry, I have to go. Mr. Cow's farm really needs to be cleaned up. We can help them reduce the number of germs. The cows could get sick if we don't help them.
The little beetle looked up and found there was no moon to guide his way.
It's so dark. How can you find your way?
The cricket worried.
No worries,
said the little beetle.
Even on nights when the moon isn't shining, I know how to roll the balls in straight lines by using the light of the stars.
Suddenly, a dark shadow hung over their heads. The fireflies flashed their lights in warning. The ladybug and her baby immediately pretended to be dead. They pulled their legs in like a turtle and gave off a bad smell. The butterfly and cricket blended themselves into the flowers and grass so well that no one could spot them. The snail pulled his head back into his shell, and the little beetle hid under a rock. What happened? Everyone wondered. An owl had flown over their heads and caught the ribbon snake. Be careful, guys, the owl called out and flew away. Everyone came out and waved to him. It'll be so dark on your way, the firefly said. Let me and my family share some of our light with you.
It'll be so lonely on your way,
the cricket said.
Let me and my family sing you home.
The moon and stars hadn't risen after the rain. Nothing could be heard but the chirping of the crickets. Nothing could be seen but the sparkling glowing lights from the fireflies. The smallest dung beetle walked home by himself. Even though he walked alone, he didn't feel lonely or afraid, because he knew the firefly would light the way, and the cricket would sing him home. The end. Fun facts about the dung beetle. The dung beetle is a good cleaner in the animal kingdom. Although it is a small animal, it can push balls of dung that are much heavier than its own body weight. Some species of dung beetle can push dung balls 50 times heavier than they are. Some species of dung beetle can even push balls of dung hundreds of times heavier than they are.